Okay, I'm going to show you how to get Black Ops 2 Zombies or multiplayer Plutonium version to work on the Steam Deck. So what you're going to need to do is grab a USB hub or adapter, because we're going to need that for our keyboard. It's a lot easier to do. And I'm using a Bluetooth mouse as well, but we're just going to go with it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open your terminal, type in, we're going to set our password because every command is going to require a password, of course. So type in your password, type in sudo pacman -key -init. This is for our keyring. We've got to set our keyring on our Steam Deck, because right as soon as we boot into the desktop mode, you need your own key. So right after that, type in sudo pacman -key arch Linux. It will grab the recent keys. After that, we're going to also disable OS only. Disable. Just making sure everything right. Finally, we're going to type in sudo pacman -s -needed base double. Wanting audio to work on the game, we're going to need sudo pacman -s 32 lib pulse. Grabs library for our needed audio. After that, we're going to need to get our own wine tricks. We're going to do sudo pacman and then we're going to add these following commands. .NET is necessarily for Black Ops, otherwise it won't work without. Make sure we have cab extract installed. And we're going to install sudo pacman -s lutris. We're going to want to install Plutonium. Oh. Let it do its thing. Should finally be done installing, and there should be no window with code when it's done. That means that, yeah, should be now complete. Now we create desktop shortcut and create application shortcut, and we will go ahead and close out of that. Go back to Lutris, go to games, Black Ops 2, figure, and then these are the following settings we're gonna need. We're gonna need to go to our runner options, make sure this is set to system, and then we're going to enable DXVK, or make sure it's set it to the latest one. Yeah. Enable eSync, which is pretty important. That's all we need for that one. System options, we're going to go ahead, disable lutris runtime. We're going to need that. And make sure we set this to Radeon. Then, if you wanted to, you could set it to enabled. I think that's FPS counter. But in my case, I'm just going to disable it. And that should be good to go. We're going to save it. One other thing I'd like to mention is if you're having crashes with the game later down the line, what you can do is you can download, go to Glorious Egg Roll's GitHub, go to Plutonium GE Custom, download this, and then you extract it to your hidden folders, show hidden files, and then go to .steam, and then create a new folder called compatibilitytools.d. And then that's where you store that in. And then what you could do is you go over to Plutonium, or no, Plutonium, Lutris, go to configure, and then you want to go to custom, then you want to go exactly to that compatibility tools folder, and then click on the glorious eggroll proton build you got. It may be not less, it may be less optimized, but it's more stable in the long run for me. But either way, if it does work, then props to you. I did forget to mention that in your environment variables, you're going to need these keys and values stated down here. Then make sure you save that. And then we're going to see if we can run Black Ops 2. Ignore that. Finally, Plutonium should be able to open. And it is going to be black for a second, but we're going to let it do its thing, which is download the game files. Not necessarily game files because we already have it on our Steam directory. So we're going to browse through that. Go to zombies, setup, go to your own Steam directory, which in my case will be, yeah, Steam apps, common, Black Ops 2, open. And it should be able to work. It is going to stutter for a little bit because the shader cache is building. But as you can see, it technically works. Now, if we want to disable stuttering, we'll go to settings, and we'll match it as 60 frames. It should be work. Now, I'm just playing with a mouse and keyboard, but we're not playing with Steam Deck controllers. But if we play with the Steam Deck controllers, it's not properly mapped out the way we want it to. So to fix that, we're going to want to go to our Steam. Go to a library, add a game, and then non-Steam game. Then in our case, we're going to go to, I'm going to add lutris. Now I already did that. I already added lutris, but it should pop right down here. So now that we added lutris, we're going to go to our controller layout. And this is here. This is where we can edit our own controllers, Steam Deck controllers, to make it properly work with Black Ops 2 Zombies. I already got my own set, so I may export that to the community, and you guys may check that out and see how it works on your end.